Oh, we got a bit of trouble here. We got a bit of trouble. Okay, I'm just going to take care of this pillager right now. I think it's just by itself. I'm not too sure, but yeah, it looks like that's the only one. Hello everybody. This is Edward, and welcome back to Minecraft. Right now the sun is going down, and I'm starting to feel I'm a bit anxious. I'm just going to go check to make sure that that was the only pillager hanging around here. I can't see any others. Nope. Okay, good. It's safe. Just wanted to make sure that we weren't about to be raided. Oh boy. Well, yes, we're back with Minecraft. I hope everyone is having an absolutely wonderful and beautiful day and or night. I don't know how you can have day and night. I guess you can have both. Okay, we'll pop to bed. Usually I start my recording at the beginning of the Minecraft day, but not today. Today I saw the pillager and I thought I'd start recording just in case, well, some bad things happened with the villager pillager. I'm not too sure. I'm lucky actually, because we haven't had many pillagers spawn now that I've got the village lit up and surrounded by a wall, which is something I'm very appreciative of. But you never know, maybe one day there might be a spawnage of pillagers inside my village, in which case then I'm hoping that the iron golems will come to the village's defense as well as mine. I tell you what, there's enough iron golems to sink a battleship here. But I got myself some of this lovely spruce wood, and as you can see I've made some stairs, and I'm going to do something with these stairs. Well, essentially I am only going to need 3, I think. And what else did I need? There's something else I needed. You know what? It's okay. So I'm going to be heading to plant some trees, and I'm also going to be visiting the witch's hut, because I have spent some time cutting down some trees. And oh, I thought there was maybe a pillager over there, but it was a zombie. There we go. Got the zombie and a creeper here. There we are. Taking care of business. Okay. So, yes, where was I? Sorry, I just lost my train of thought then. I could hear some noise in the household, and I believe it is just a TV going, or a screen going. So, let's see if we can make the jump. Nope. Okay, cool. Just making sure that that wasn't a security flaw in the wall design there. Though I'm not particularly keen on the idea of raising this wall up by 1 or 2 more blocks. It took enough time and enough resources in order for me to just build the wall that we've got there. Ah, boy. So, yes, today is Good Friday. I mean, here in Australia it is. By the time this video goes up, it's probably Good Friday in other parts of the world. I don't know. Now, let's see. As you can see, I've built a lily pad bridge, and I've got my stairs. And what I'm going to do is just build... I'm going to go into the water here. Just build a little stairway up to the veranda or porch. I don't know what to call it. Area for the witch. Not that the witch has ever spawned back, and I'm told witches do spawn around inside these villages. Sorry, not villages. Inside these witches' huts. But today, I mean, ever since that one witch went outside and she despawned, heaven only knows why. And oh, I know why, because she left her house. That's why. And yeah, the witch hasn't spawned since. I don't really spend much time awake during the night in this world, especially ever since I found out about these things called... Oh, now I've forgotten what they're called. Zombie hordes that happen by chance in villages, and I'm not too not really looking forward to the idea of a horde of zombies coming and attacking the village. I've got a feeling that the iron golems would probably clear them up pretty well, but still, it's not something I'm ready to risk, especially if it means that it puts my villagers in danger's way. I certainly don't want to be contributing towards that. Oh boy, I'm still quite hot and sweaty at the moment. I went for a lovely walk this afternoon in an effort to stay fit and healthy. I must admit my tummy is getting a bit bigger and a bit rounder, but that's okay. I don't let it bother me. We're all different shapes and sizes, and I sure as heck don't mind how big or small I am. And you just have to, I think, I mean, I had a lot of problems with my weight when I was younger, and I was very embarrassed because of it. And of course, a little cat, and I don't just check in to see if I had any fish, but I don't. And of course, being a larger kid in later primary school and beginning of high school, was caused a lot of it caused troubles, as anyone who is a larger who was a larger child in high school would know. And so what's interesting is that you can see the progression of how big I got as being a larger child. When you look at I guess the time period of my family and the family troubles we had, and the eventual divorce. But hello, kitty. Am I going to be able to feed you? No, I was just trying to get. Oh, dearie me. Okay, well, I had the cat in the bag and I lost it. Come on. Anyway, but that's by the by. There we go, good cat. It is unfortunate that it happened. It was a case of me just kind of putting on the weight. I did lose a lot of the weight as I was growing up, and my body kind of got taller, but my tummy kind of stayed the same. So it evened out. I mean, I was never thin, but there we go, kitty. Enjoy your new home, your lovely bed. There we go. Where was I? So had I grown a bit taller, I think I would have been a-okay as far as weight went, but I did kind of stop growing at about 15 or 16, and I'm pretty sure that my brain injury had something to do with that, because it was in a particular part of my brain, or a part of my brain, that regulates hormones and growth and stuff like that. So unfortunate, but that's the way these things go, I guess, and you can't change the past. Anyway, so I need to... Oh, there's another cat. I wonder how many cats I have now in this village. Probably close to about, I'd say 30, I think. You could hear them every time I run past the home. So I need to go fix the back of these homes around that I made last time. Was it last episode? I can't remember now. But I need to remove these bits of log here and put the foundation logs a bit higher up and put stone here on the back. How they're supposed to be made, I guess. Excuse me. There we go, that looks better. Right. So yes, went for a walk today. It was lovely. And it's one of the few reasons why we're allowed out of the house now due to the coronavirus is getting out for exercise. You can't just go out by yourself anymore, and just for the sake of going out. But yeah, that's just the way it is. I mean, I still take the dog out though for a walk at night because it's exercise for both of us. Even if it is at 11 o'clock, she still needs her walk, and I need a bit of exercise, even if it's at 11 o'clock. And it's really... I forgot I left a pumpkin in here. Excuse me. But yes, it's really nice going for a nighttime walk because it's usually very quiet and there's hardly anyone around at that time. And I'm in a very safe neighbourhood, so I've got nothing to worry about. And even if someone was going to cause me trouble, I don't really take anything with me. So the only thing they could take was the shirt off my back. And if they were in that much trouble and they needed a shirt, I'd be more than happy to give them the shirt off my back. Let's see. But yes, it's nice. Go for a walk. I made the mistake of going for a walk with some headphones in, listening to music. And I'm not too sure. I think the idea of just going out and not listening to anything, just allowing the mind to be clear and just focus on your breathing is a very nice way just to relax and just to kind of focus because... Well, music can be... Another cat. Okay, I gotta go. Yeah, I put the fish away too. Okay, that's another cat I gotta go get. But yes, as nice as music is, it sometimes can be quite distracting. Oh boy, I don't understand how people can watch TV and study at the same time. Then I'm not one for multitasking. I was never really much of a multitasker, so... Yeah, some people, I guess, can listen to music or listen to the radio or watch TV and study at the same time. But whether or not you're studying as effectively. I'm not too sure. The iron golems do like to hang around here, don't they? There's the cat. Oh, cat is scared. Cat is scared. They're very timid. Even cats are timid in real life, I guess. Just get rid of some. There you go. There it is, hiding. I don't know if it's me or the iron golems that's scaring this cat. You know what? Maybe we'll just move away. There we go. Okay. Nope. Okay, that's okay. We've got some salmon. I didn't realise we had an iron golem over here, having a dip in the water. Okay, and just got to play it very cool, very relaxed. Got the free-range horse hanging out here as the sun's going down. Alright, so stories. Story time. While I patiently wait for this cat to come out of the water. Very, very slowly. I think a cat moves extraordinarily slowly when it's approaching for fish. So in the water it would be slowed down even more, I'm assuming. Goodness me, how much fish? Horsey! That wasn't me that walked, it was the horse that pushed me, and unfortunately the cat took that as a me walking. As a me walking. My goodness me, where did I learn that grammar? But story time. So, a little while ago, in fact, if you've watched my Escaping the Nether series, which was back in, goodness me, the sun's going down, which was back a couple of months ago now, which is the series that got me back into recording for... Is that a villager out there? Hang on. I think it is a villager out in the water. Let me just get this cat, because the cat's being very stubborn. But I did speak about travelling. I went to Europe back last year, south of Europe. Visited a few places, and I spoke about the stories during that series. Of there we go, got our cat, and one story I never told. I had to go investigate that villager. One story I didn't tell, which was about our final day. We went to a place in Spain called Bilbo, which is I think it was called Bilbo. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was called Bilbo. For some reason, I'm just thinking of Lord of the Rings. Okay, there's villagers in here. Cat, do you want to go in there? There we go. You found a bed. And you can sit there, kitty. So our last day in Bilbo, we're catching the plane back to Barcelona we're going to spend a couple of days in Barcelona before we headed back home. And I'm just trying to remember. We had to leave very early in the morning. It was like we got up at 5 o'clock. That, for me, that is very early in the morning. And I know it's not early for some people, but it was early for me. And I don't know if we got a taxi or if we got an Uber or something else, but we had to wait down. There was a huge flight of outside stairs leading from our Airbnb down to the road, and I counted how many steps it was from memory. I think it was 175, and the naughty person on the Airbnb said that there were only a few steps, and there weren't, and and heavy luggage up 175 steps or however many it was backbreaking, and because I couldn't, I had to carry mine, and then I had to carry my wife's as well and help out with the other people's, so it was very backbreaking labour for me, but we did it. So we had to do it at 5 o'clock in the morning, taking it back downstairs, and just checking out. Yeah, there is a ravine down there. Should investigate, but what are you doing all the way out here, villager? Hello, you're just a regular villager. Yep, you won't trade or anything with me. Okay, well, I don't know why you're out here, but land's over there. That's where your home is. I wonder what drew him out here. I'm thinking, you know what, something I've always wanted to do was create an underwater village using a coral reef around here, so maybe that's what he wants me to do, is to build the underwater village around. Oh, better come up for air. So, 5 a.m, clamping down all these steps, and when we first arrived to this Airbnb, there was a few homes around, and we met this English chap who'd been living in Spain for quite some time, for a couple of years. I think he said he was a teacher, and we'd said hello now and then, and oh, that's right, when we got there we couldn't figure out whose place was, which house was our Airbnb, and I think he told us the news about we had to go all the way up to the top because he thinks that's where most of the tourists, people that were visiting, stayed. Now this would make an ideal underwater village. You got all the lights from the sea cucumbers. We've got these lovely bits of coral here that I could add to form lovely homes, and I'm running out of air. Dearie me, this is huge under here, so I'm just trying to think how nice of an underwater village I could make here, but I don't want to neglect my other village over there. So yeah, maybe that will be for another series. I'm not too sure, but if I was to make it, I'd probably use the same seed of this world, or maybe I'll just use this world, I don't know. But yeah, you could certainly get some absolutely amazing underwater buildings around here, and I think I'd call this village Rapture, in honor of Bioshock, which is a game that the original Bioshock I've been thinking about playing again. Yeah, so you got a little home here, and I did it again. I need a potion of underwater breathing, I think, if I want to have a proper explore down here. In fact, if I'm going to be building a whole bunch of homes under here and digging out pockets of air, I think I'd have to have a few underwater potions to do that. But back to the story. I keep getting distracted. Oh, ow, 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 pufferfish. Okay, I now realise that I shouldn't try and hug a pufferfish. So, it was 5 a.m. We got all our luggage back downstairs, and we were waiting for the Uber, and out of nowhere, down the road, we saw someone on their push bike, and when was it? This was coming out. This was our spring, so it would have been their autumn, and it was quite cool. But this guy was coming along on his bike, and it was the English chap, and he was coming home, and he was like, "Oh, you heading off, are you?" And was like, "Yep, heading home." And we had a little chatter, and we were like, "What were you doing out? It's 5 a.m. You're coming home?" And he goes, "Oh, I was just at this festival," and I think he called it, I looked it up but I've forgotten already, but it was called Day of the Geese Festival, I think it was called, or Day of the Goose Festival, something like that. And I did when I did some research on it, the picture that came up was quite grisly, so if you're going to go onto Wikipedia, just be warned. Unfortunately, animals aren't treated with the greatest respect in the world, that's for certain. But it's something, he said that they don't use real geese anymore, but apparently it's something to do with this competition of having a greased up goose or geese or something like that hanging off a bridge, and it's there's people in a boat, and it's a competition to try and grab this greasy goose while standing in a boat. And it's out, I don't know where it is, or I should have done a bit more research, but I do have some underwater breathing. You know what? I'm going to do some I'm going to do some nighttime, I've forgotten what they're called, nighttime potions. And I just realised I need to make get some regular potions and fill them up with water. So yes, this Goose Festival, he said that they don't use real geese anymore, that they use a plastic one or a fake one, because it was quite barbaric how they treated the geese back when the festival happened. But it seemed quite interesting, and he said it's just 2 days of getting drunk, and fair enough. And we said if we're ever coming back to Bilbo, we'd be certainly doing that, checking out that festival. But I think he said he had to cycle like 2-3 hours to get there, so, and he was still pretty drunk when he came home, so it was a very extraordinary experience, and we were freezing our little boots off because it was quite cold by this point, so especially at 5 o'clock in the morning. But yes, it was a very interesting situation, and something that I'm sure I won't forget in a hurry. But yeah, Day of the Goose, or Day of the Geese Festival. Very interesting. There, I had to make sure. Okay, redstone. I got my little cheat tab up there to tell me what the difference between redstone and glowstone does, because I always forget between the two. And yeah, redstone for the longevity of a potion. What do you got there, leather worker? Nothing that I really need. So yeah, we want to make sure that we have good longevity. Do you have any? Oh, yep. This cleric's still up here. I should probably try and sell you some of some zombie flesh, rotten zombie flesh, but I haven't been down to my zombie spawner for a while. My XP farm. And ever since I discovered that you couldn't get zombie villagers from the zombie spawner, I just kind of lost interest, because I was thinking that maybe one day I'd be able to rescue some zombie villagers from a zombie spawner, but it was never going to happen, unfortunately. Here we go, this is the old house. Just trying to think, I should probably put some more beds in here, but it's nice the way. I just might leave it the way it is for the time being. Oh boy. Oh well, coming to the end of today's episode. There's our potion. We're going to need that for when we're underwater as well. Well, take care, everybody. Live long, live well, take care of yourselves and each other. And remember, life is too short to be angry and to hold on to anger. And just remember to live in the moment. I know it's easier said than done, but it's just one of these things that you can practice. Okay, take care. Goodbye. Bye.